So, hello everyone, welcome to SEO Sly podcast. Today, this is our weekly interview with SEO experts. Today, we have a very special guest. This is Julia Nesterets from Jet Octopus. So, hello Julia, how are you doing?
Hello, Olga. I'm very happy and I'm very, very pleased to be here today because I'm a big fan of you and of all you're doing for SEO community. Your job is really, really valuable. You are putting so many strengths in it, and there are a lot of very, very great tips in a very understandable way. This is one of really super feature of your content. That's what I really like.
So thank you. I've been like your follower and I've been using your tool for a lot of time. So if there is someone on earth who doesn't know you, can you like briefly introduce yourself? What do you do? Where are you from? Where are you based? And everything you think people should know.
Sure. I'm Julia Nesterets. I'm co-founder of a cloud-based technical SEO platform, JetOctopus.com, which is a crawler and log analyzer and Google Search Console and Google Analytics models just in one place, all in one. I'm also a Ukrainian living in my home city and playing a really active role right now in making our victory closer.
So
And at
what's
the
your home city? Sorry.
My home city is Dnipro. This is like
Mm-hmm.
the center of Ukraine.
Okay.
And I'm an active mom of 3 kids.
Wow.
Uh, I'm very proud of it. So this is just a short intro for me.
Okay. So can you like tell me a little bit about your experience with SEO? How long have you been doing that? How old is your tool? How it kind of gets started? Like tell me everything.
Sure. Actually, I will be a little bit unique at your shows because I'm not an SEO expert, and actually, we've entered SEO market in a unique way because usually it goes like from an agency type of
Yeah.
business, then it goes into the tools. And me with my partner. Serge, we came into this market from our own pain. So we used to have our first business that was a job aggregator, which was a big website. And
Uh-huh.
we have different negative experiences cooperating with digital agencies, and they were not able to give us really SEO growth, and we faced the need to dive deeper into SEO ourselves. We usually do that if something doesn't grow. We usually realize that we should do ourselves, and then
Uh-huh.
we found one cloud-based crawler at that stage because we understood that we have to make on-page technical SEO analysis. And we were a little bit shocked by the price which we've got for that. That was absolutely really expensive. And right now I'm really thankful that that was namely that tool with that price because we were like, oh my God, that was really expensive. And we've decided that we can do some models for our own needs to make like some technical audit. Because my partner, he's really a technical genius. That was not a problem. And he said, I need 3 months. After 6 months, he came, and we realized that actually it is like half of the core of the platform. And
Uh-huh.
2 years before, I came to him and said, the next business should be SaaS model business. And right now, after 2 years, we are just looking and seeing that it is just a really 50% of the core, and we have to make it a separate business. And that's where our Jet Octopus was born. And right now, Jet Octopus is 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The company is registered in Estonia, but all our team is from Ukraine. Right now, the majority of the team is in Ukraine. Some of them are abroad. My partner is in Greece. Actually, he lives there for 2 years already. And what is JetOctopus? JetOctopus, it is a cloud-based, very powerful platform for profound technical SEO analysis. It is the fastest crawler on the market. It is the most visualized log files analysis. It is also Google Search Console, Google Analytics just recently integrated, and we
Oh,
are yes, and a very very powerful alerts module, which we are very proud of it, which covers absolutely all possible spheres of possible errors. And right now, you can just sleep well, getting the notifications if something is wrong with your core web vitals, with the
oh,
SERP efficiency, or JS errors, or Google bots drops, or whatever. So all the data that you have integrated in JetOctopus, you can cover all of it with the notifications, and you will be first to know if something is broken.
wow. And this is a cloud-based crawler. What are the advantages of a cloud-based crawler? Because there are, of course, also desktop-based crawlers, and usually an SEO uses the two of them. I always use at least two. But what are like the differences? What are the advantages of a cloud-based crawler? Because I think there are like a very obvious ones.
Yes, absolutely. And this is great question. And this is number one question when we are having like desktop lovers at the demo. And this is the first question they ask. And the number one pro is that, first of all, you don't need all these memories and capacities of your PC. And you don't have to paralyze your PC while something is being scanned. And from the other hand, desktop usually takes time, so you can paralyze your PC for some time.
For a week or so.
Yes, and that's why the desktop lovers, they prefer partial data, because I do understand them, because it is pretty tough to wait for a week without doing anything and waiting for the full data. So first of all, you don't care about anything. You just put your website and on crawling, just close this website and waiting for the email when it is crawled fully. Secondly, we don't limit anything. You don't have to uh, feel all these limitations in terms of partial crawling, partial scanning, in terms of extracting, exporting everything in Excel and then merging it in one place, because
Hmm.
it takes a lot of time from one hand, and from the other hand, the human error is pretty high. Sometimes you can merge in a not in a proper way.
Yeah.
uh, in our case, one of really really killing feature, and is usually a deal breaker when you are working on a website at least like 10K pages plus. uh,
Hmm.
Deal breaker is our join data set options, when you are easily joining everything you have, your crawl data with logs data, with Google Search Console, with Google Analytics, and in just one data table, you're capable to set up as many columns, as many additional information on each particular URL as you need. And it saves a lot of time, first of all, because in just one place you add everything what you need, or you extract everything you don't need right now, and you just get the like fully optimize this list of URLs for export and for giving it to optimization.
Yeah, I remember back at the agency when I used to work at the agency, we used to have like separate computers just for desktop crawling, and we usually set this computer for like a week or so. And
Yes,
I
yes,
also remember that many times we kill the computer when we try to merge the data with, for example, with in Google Sheets or like in Microsoft Excel. So
yes, absolutely. And our overall vision we hate limits because we came from a big website. We came from there. We do understand these pains. And we have even a slogan like JetOctopus crawl and log analyzer without limits. We don't like
Uh-huh.
all these limits. And I do understand when you have these limits in terms of a separate PC, in terms of that you have a lot of customers in the agency. That's not just one, and
Yeah.
months you have to pick up who will be the site to crawl this month and to work on it. In our case, you just in one account you can have like 100 websites in just one account, shared with all your team without any limitations, and just schedule one time. You just put on a schedule your crawls and it will be automatically crawled, and you just get used to another way of using the tools. You are coming on your Monday and you're getting all the fresh data at hand. Everything is easily visualized. You have a lot of pre-site charts with the insights, and it is just absolutely different way of SEO analysis and SEO impact at the end of the day, because when you are working on a partial crawling, trying to either multiply the insights you've got from 10% to the rest of the website, and this is really, it hurts really often. Actually, we have a lot of such cases when they
Uh-huh.
customers come with partial data, being absolutely sure. We know that we have like duplicated titles. We know that because this
Uh-huh.
is the usual starting point where they start, and feeling pretty comfortable at the first stage. And then I just say, at least try to make it once. Let's visualize just it once for you to feel the difference. And very usual situation when having scanned the full site, it's like 100K pages, we can say, and we find a lot of problems with href lengths or
Uh-huh.
redirection chains is absolutely insane. And that 10% crawl, it just didn't cover that. And it's
Uh-huh.
an essential thing to understand that the crawler doesn't work like, if this is all your website, this is the whole pie, and you can slice just such piece of this cake. It
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. It just enters your first page, then it finds the links to the next page,
Mm-hmm.
and it can go like this way. So you can, within this 10% of your website, by partial crawling, you can get this first clicks
Yeah.
from the main page, and it will not reflect the picture at all, and you will make the wrong conclusions based on this. That's
Yeah.
why we are always voting for the full data at hand, vividly visualized, which saves a lot of time. And you don't work with hypotheses, you work with true arguments and with true picture what is working and what is not working at your website. This is our
Yeah. Like, wow, like real data.
yes,
What's
absolutely.
actually happening? So
Yeah.
tell me, because again, from the agency I used to work with, they used to rely on, I think, a lot about on Screaming Frog, but at some point they really like had very very huge corporate clients, and those clients often had like 10 million or even more pages, and at one point they decided to give Jet Octopus a try, and I think they then upgraded. So can you tell me what's the difference when it comes to speed? Uh, because normal like standard crawlers, desktop crawlers weren't able to like crawl 10 million pages and execute JavaScript on them. So how
Mhm.
what's the difference in terms of speed? Because I know you are like very very good at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I thank you for this question. Really, we are actually we were very lucky, even at the very beginning when we entered the market, because you know that we are playing on a high competitive market of cloud-based platforms with a lot of investments, etc.
Yeah.
And in our case, we don't have any external investments. It was just me and my partner who launched this project. Right now, of course, we have the team, but we were lucky at the very beginning. When I reached Unsmarty and asked her for a review, for a fair review. And what I like
Mm-hmm.
her personally, that she is very fair person. And she said that I'm okay with that, but I will write what I think. And if I don't like something, I will write that. Are you okay with that? I said, no problem, no problem. We were pretty self-confident even at the very beginning. And that was the first review we've got. It was just like maybe 3 months after launch or something like that.
Uh-huh.
The headline of this review, we have it on our website, and she has it on her site. The fastest crawler on the market. So this
Oh,
is where we entered the market. Our crawling speed is up to 250 pages
wow.
per second. So we are
That's
capable.
amazing.
Yes, we are capable to do it this speed. It all depends on the servers of the customer. So what pressure your servers can handle. This is very important thing here. And a very good question about JS. Of course, we do render JS, no problems with it. But of course, the speed there is many times less because the process is more
Yeah.
bulky.
Yeah, sure.
And there are a lot of things here from one side with the servers, from the other side of the process it renders. But even if we speak about the JS crawling, we are here also the fastest on the market. But it is not, of course, 250 per second because it's different things.
Yeah, this is like you said, a different process. So,
Yeah.
can you tell me like how many people are on your team right now? Because it
Yeah,
started as
sure.
two of you, and
Yes, right now it is 12 people.
uh-huh.
Uh, and we're actively developing still the team right now. And yeah, right now we are enlarging like our sales team, our marketing team, like digital PR and all
Mm-hmm.
these directions. Yeah.
Do you have an SEO?
SEO, good question. We have SEO experts who are totally dedicated to our customers because this is a very highly demanded service for big customers, especially because Olga, that we have a lot inside. We have a lot of tools inside, and not everybody is advanced enough to get the most of value from it. And
Yeah.
for such customers, we have such a service like SEO experts who are practically become like an additional employee to your team. So these guys are working on the data and extracting the most critical things and describing why you should do this and what impact it can have at the end of the day. So we have these guys, but they work more for the customers now.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Okay, but you mentioned there are like tools within JetOctopus. Can you like briefly talk about those tools? I know there's a like log file analyzer. I think I've reviewed that as well. This is like a great one, but what like tell me what's inside.
Sure. So, first of all, it is the crawler, which is also has some peculiarities. We prefer the top-down approach. So, what we
Uh-huh.
here, we prefer to visualize all the problems you have at the very first stage for you to understand the scale of the problem within the whole website, because we think that you have to realize and make and put the right priorities where to start your optimizations, because the resources for SEO optimizations are always limited. And if you just dive into the non-canonical pages, you found like URL which is non-canonical, and you start fixing that, and it is just 1000 pages non-canonical, and you think that it is very critical, and you start diving there. And on the other hand, you can like 70,000 URLs can have problems with href length,
Yeah.
for example. And this is much more crucial to start there.
Yeah.
And this is absolutely different model of behavior of starting your SEO audit. And we think that this is very handy to have all the problems categorized by categories with the scale by number of URLs, how many of URLs have
Yeah.
problem. And this is how our crawler is built from the very first page where you start your analysis. Then we have, of course, the compare crawls option. We have the JS crawling, and we have a very good dashboards for the JS checking. So first of all, you have a dashboard with all JS errors grouped by type of the error and all the URLs which have this particular error. This is very good for the quick optimization, and you're also capable to compare how your page with JS looks for the Googlebot, how your page without JS looks for the Google,
Uh-huh.
and compare that, what the user sees, what the Googlebot gets when he reaches your JS page. This is very, very
This is
insightful.
critical. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And there are always surprises there, always.
Yeah.
Then we have a very good Core Web Vitals tools.
Uh-huh.
What is different there that you don't have to check URL by URL as you are usually doing it at free
Mm-hmm.
tools. At JetOctopus, you are capable to get the full category and to put it and to check your Core Web Vitals by the category or by the filtered list of URLs. You just may create a
Oh,
segment. Yeah, you can create your own segment, and you can put all those URLs just with one click, and it will describe all the Core Web Vitals insights by this particular category. And this is very, very handy, and
yeah.
yeah, again, saves a lot of time, because usually it starts from the index page to check your Core Web Vitals, and maybe top pages, by
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and it stops there. Right now, you have the
Okay.
yeah, you have the option to check more. Then, if you speak about the log analyzer, we are very proud of it, and actually, we are putting a lot of strengths in educating the market around the log files analysis, because this is absolutely very, very needed thing. I guess if you are working with the technical SEO, you definitely should start working with logs, because it just opens your eyes, because usually,
Exactly.
yeah, usually you just think that 2000 words content will have a good impact and will increase your SEO. Or, for example, you think that the duplicated titles problem right now will definitely, when it will be optimized, it will definitely like
Yeah.
increase your traffic 2 times, but it is just your guesses. And when you have your logs at hand visualized, so we do our best to make it not techy, because the first
Mm-hmm.
barrier experienced SEO has, that it is very techy, pretty tough to analyze. And we are doing our best to visualize the logs, the Googlebot's behavior, and it gives you the concrete understanding what is going on at your website, why these pages are increasing because of that experiment and that experiment. You are just opening your eyes and start understanding what works exactly at your particular case, because it is always different. We have like a very good dashboard where the crawling data and the Googlebot's data overlapped automatically, and we show the impact on Googlebot's behavior, what impacts
Oh.
Googlebot's behavior at your particular case. And for example, there is one chart, Googlebot behavior by click distance, for how many clicks from the main page the page is located. And sometimes, for example, the crawl ratio at second click from the main page is like 85%. So 85% of the pages are well visited by Google bot. And starting from the first click from the main page, it is something like 20%. Crawl ratio is just 20%. And
Hmm.
but we have a lot of customers who have, let's say, 300,000 URLs, 1 million pages, and even more, with such a good site structure that even on a 10th click from the main page, the crawl ratio can be like 65%. So it is
Hmm.
always very different, always very unique. And that's why you cannot say that not further than third click from the main page, because it will never reach them. It doesn't
Uh-huh.
work like that. You should visualize your particular case. So if we speak about the log files analysis, the best, I think that, and actually not only me, usually it is a deal breaker for the customers who switch from other cloud-based platforms. Our log analyzer is a deal breaker because they see a lot of these visualizations there. Also, we have the Google Search Console. We call it on steroids because
Uh-huh.
has like so many much more information there, so much more analytics, rather than you got used to just usual Google Search Console. So first of all, there is a separate cannibalization dashboard where you have
Oh.
all the needed tools to not just to visualize your cannibalization, how, what percentage of your query is cannibalized, of impressions, of clicks, what is the percentage, but you are capable to dive deeper and understand if it is a problem or not, because
Uh-huh.
it's
Yeah.
not always the problem actually. And we have all the needed tools to realize where it is a problem. For example, you get the query and you get like 30 URLs ranked by this query, and you are capable to get this list and then to add impressions, clicks, and positions. And here you
Oh.
see, and here you see if this URL, which is getting the majority of impressions and clicks, and it is placed on the highest position out of all this, if this is the target URL you want the users go to by this query, everything is fine. But if the rest of these URLs gets the majority of impressions and clicks, or at least like 30% of the clicks, and they are not the conversion page for this query,
Uh-huh.
this is a problem. So you cannibalize yourself,
Yeah.
and you should definitely work with it. And so we have all these tools to work with cannibalization. We have very good tools to definitely understand which pages are growing, which pages are
Uh-huh.
dropping. Just in one chart, I said that
Oh.
we love visualizations, and just in one chart, you are getting pages with growth and drops by impressions, by clicks, and by positions. And you just click on the correlating piece of the chart, and you are transferred to the filtered list of URLs. And this is very handy to really understand who are the losers, who are the winners today.
Uh-huh.
And speaking about the keywords optimization, also very, very beloved by any type of user, if it is an agency or if it is an in-house team. Our preset reports for winners by all these impressions, clicks, positions, losers again by all these things. And I personally love the report zero clicks keywords. So
Oh,
this is,
yeah. This is
yeah,
a trendy one.
these are very closest opportunities, because already getting impressions there, something is wrong because no clicks there. And we have a very good tools to analyze query in title and query in meta description.
Uh-huh.
How many words from the query is present in the title of your ad? And this is absolutely understandable. If there is a 0% of the words from the query present in your title, so if
Yeah.
you put at least 50% of the words in the title, it will increase the CTR, no doubts there.
Yeah.
This is pretty quick thing, and you just enter the tools query on a page, and you are visualizing everything that you need in your zero clicks keywords list of URLs,
Wow.
uh,
So
yeah. Then very, very, very important thing is that when you have all this data and Google Analytics right now, you are capable to get,
J4?
yes, J4.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are capable to get very, very insightful visualizations in terms of this is your website. What part of this website is visited by the Google bot? This is like overlapping of
Oh.
circles. Then what part of the website is getting impressions in SERP? This is from Google Analytics. And what part of the website is getting the organic visits of the end users? And you are getting like the most SEO effective part of your website, and a lot of insights how to work with that. You see unseen part of the website for the Google
Oh.
bot one, and we are all understanding that if the Google bot doesn't come there, and if you don't change anything, these pages will never be ranked ever. This is just not
Yeah.
it's just impossible. And right now you are visualizing what part is ignored, and that impact section what I just mentioned gives you the insights what is working in your case. So there you will be able to analyze how bots behaves by the number of internal link on a page, how bots be, and for example the outcome there is that at least 100 internal links should be on a page to have that crawled
Uh-huh.
by Google bot. In
Oh.
other case, in other case, 20 is okay. So it is always different. Then you will have the analytics by the content size, how bots behave by content size, by these depths, by number of clicks. And you are definitely know, not just hypothetically, but you definitely know that you get these unseen, ignored pages. You are capable to analyze these technical criteria, what I just saying, and you just make several lists for optimizations. You make the list with the number of internal links less than 50, let's say, and give it for site structure optimization, for internal linking optimization.
Uh-huh.
Then you put like content size less than 1000, let's say, because you saw that 1000 is okay, and you get another list for optimization.
Oh.
And the same for the loading time, and a lot of analytics there. So the very and we like all these joinings, all these presets. That's why when you integrate, you have a lot of work, a lot of space to play around with all that. And we have actually one of the recent also one of the recent thing we've launched. It is the deep impact model, which is
Uh-huh.
artificial intelligence. It aggregates all the data, integrated, and it visualizes the deepest impact on your crawl budget, the deepest impact on your impressions, and the deepest impact
Oh.
of organic traffic. And sometimes the deepest impact has the loading time. Sometimes
Oh.
it can be the content size. Sometimes it can be the number of internal links on a page. And it is always different. Actually, we've recently back from the Brighton SEO, and Serge, my partner, had a speaking slot there dedicated to log files analysis and site indexation. And the main thing there was he called that magic triangle. So the technical, the content, and the internal linking. So three angles. But this triangle looks different for every customer. Sometimes
Uh-huh.
the very main corner of this triangle will be the technical, and sometimes content will be really the highest impact on the crawl budget and on impressions. So and of course, as I already said, alerts is very, very, very powerful model, and you just set up once. We have absolutely limitless combinations for the alerts, and you become, if you are an agency, you just become another level of SEO partner for your customer, because it is you who comes and say, guys, you broke something, I know for
Yeah.
sure. This is what it is, let's fix it. And it is absolutely different type of partnering, and when it is in-house, it means that your SEO efforts and your SEO work is not humiliated, after
Yeah. But
after
you're
another.
like keeping an eye on things, you know what's going on.
Yes, absolutely. So this is like practically what we have inside.
Wow, so there is a lot. I really like this that you are saying that Jet Octopus shows, for example, how many pages are affected, that it helps you like decide whether this issue is really an issue. Because I've been mentoring people regarding technical SEO and SEO auditing, and what I see many new, less experienced people have problems with is they crawl the site and they don't know what to do with this data. Okay, I have this all this data, should I obsess about this, obsess about that? Where should I go from there? And it looks
Yes.
like they already will have some outline and will be able to also learn how to prioritize things, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. This is very, very good remark. We usually, when we build something, some new tool, some new charts, we always sit and say, you have to understand the answer. So what? So
Yeah. So
having
what? Yeah.
this chart, you should understand. So what? It is not
So
just beautiful charts. You have to understand what to do with that and where to start. That's why our top-down approach. It was new, actually. It is unique. We were first who entered that and who introduced
uh-huh.
that, and a lot of ex Screaming Frog users who got used to absolutely different way of behavior. We were doing our best to persuade that this is the better way to start with the most critical in terms of the scale,
Yeah.
because you have a big website, and you should start with the majority of URLs which have this particular problem, and don't dive into this non-canonical or whatever, if it is just 1% of the pages. Try to visualize where the majority of the errors and start there, and it will definitely have the biggest impact.
Yeah. Okay, but Jet Octopus is great for definitely like huge websites. But how about small sites like small blogs? So let's say I am the owner of a small blog.
Yeah.
Well,
Very good question, actually. And usually, I will be frank and open. Our target audience is usually like digital agency who have a lot of customers, and it is very handy to have everything in one account without any limits. And we don't charge for domains. We don't care how many
uh-huh.
customers are there. Only the number of pages matters. So you just say,
Okay.
I need like 2 million pages. And we don't care if it is one website, if it is 100 website, it doesn't impact your pricing at all. And of course, e-commerce websites, big and huge websites are our really beloved customers. It is our target profile of a customer.
Uh-huh.
When small websites come, if they are capable to get their logs, if they're capable to integrate Google Search Console and Google Analytics, it is definitely the way to go, because you will just feel the difference. You will really get much more information at hand, and you will start understanding your SEO much better. But usually, when small websites come, usually they don't have the access to logs or something like that. And usually we say actually that side bulb is a very good option for you, really, guys, and don't really
Uh-huh.
get upset a lot, because they have everything for your needs. So you will be fine with that. But
Uh-huh.
again, if you have if you have all the data at hand, you will definitely feel the difference. And we have really long-term customers who are working with us for more than 2 years with not a big websites, but they are like very SEO oriented teams. They did their best to extract those logs, and they look right now they look very, very optimized because they they definitely knew what to do, having the exact arguments at hand when you're
Hmm.
analyzing the leaf bot's behavior and all that stuff. So if you are capable to extract that, welcome, you will definitely feel the difference.
Okay, so let's say I am the agency, an agency. I have never used Jet Octopus. How do I start? Like there is a free trial, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have 7 days free trial.
Uh-huh.
We don't limit any options there. So you can test everything we have inside. You can integrate Google Search Console, Google Analytics, Ahrefs, by the way, also will be,
Oh,
yeah, it will be added in terms of backlinks. You are capable to integrate your logs and to set up alerts, everything. So everything what we have, you are capable to test and then make the decision.
okay. But regarding alerts, what can you like give me more examples of what can I be alerted about? So my site broke. That's one
Yeah,
thing.
for example, anything about your on page SEO health. Let's say the alert will be called if the loading time increases for like 30%, you will get alerted.
Okay, so you define those alerts. You can
Yes,
define them.
absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. You can do it like the average loading time, or you can make a segment where you want to track this loading time. So, like top commercial pages, for example, you want to watch
oh,
them. Yes. So you can put the exact segment on this particular alert, or for example, the content duplication, title duplications increased, changed for this percentage or that percentage, you will get alerted. Or non-canonical pages, the number of it increased, for example, or href length changed after some product update. So everything which is in our crawling report, you can cover it with
oh,
the alert. Then, if we speak about the logs alerts, for example, if the Google bot's behavior dropped for like 20% compared to previous period of,
mm-hmm,
you will get alerted. Or if the loading time for Google bot increased like 50%, you will get alerted.
uh-huh,
If we speak about the Google Search Console data, the impressions of the average number of impressions dropped, for example, or the top URLs got some drops in terms of clicks, and you will get the instant alert. When it
wow,
is, yeah, when it is eliminated, you are getting the instant alert either to email or to messengers, like you wish. Then, if we speak about the core web vitals, if something changes there, you are getting alerts in terms of this lab data, everything that is
uh-huh,
there calculated. The same for the Google Analytics. When you will have the drops in terms of visits, of organic visits, you will be alerted. And the logic of setting up these alerts is that all the columns in each data table which is available in JetOctopus, you can use it as a combination for your alert. The
yeah,
number
that's
the number of words on the page decreased like to or less than 1,000 words
uh-huh.
right
Wow,
away. Yeah.
this is
Yes.
super
Yes.
useful.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. The number of combinations is really limitless, and we even made a separate webinar dedicated to these multiple use cases just to demonstrate that actually there is no limits as we like.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know that some SEOs, for example, they have just clients for maintenance, basically. And this is like a perfect thing for them. I'm just
Absolutely.
making sure nothing happens with them, and Jet Octopus is basically doing it for me.
Yes, absolutely. And these customers will be really thankful to this agency, because
Yeah,
they don't have time and resources to dive into this SEO. But they, on the other hand, they realize that SEO, it is their margin. It is the margin of the business. And they're okay to pay to some agency for them to be responsible for that. And
yeah,
even on a level that something is broken and you say it to me, thank you very much, thank you, we will be with you
yeah,
forever.
exactly. Because you spotted that first.
Absolutely. And we would ever find it, we would never find it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's really really awesome. So now a few questions about yourself. What does your day look like? A
Oh,
normal
that's
day.
yeah, that's good question. Actually, right now it looks a little bit different because I have a small baby. The
Oh,
next, yeah, the next week he will be only 1 year. Uh,
oh,
Yes, yes. And our nanny right now just uh, went away for a month, and I'm a little
oh,
bit. Yes, yes, yes. We are waiting for her back. But the usual working day, like right now, today I have the usual working day. So it usually starts with the morning exercises.
oh,
But even when it is not the working day, morning exercises is a very important routine for me, because of the energy, first of all, and it is your health, of course. Then there is the cold shower
oh,
again for these targets, to have the high energy and to have a good health there. Then I usually twice a week I have my tennis trainings.
oh,
Yeah, I love big tennis, and actually this weekends it was absolutely amazing. I've played in a sort of competitions that was a
oh.
pair competition, like a
Yeah, I
boy.
think I saw on Facebook, and you won
Yes,
something.
and we won the first place there.
Wow,
It was
congratulations.
it was really really emotional. There were like 15 pairs. It was not easy.
Oh,
Yeah, and that
nice.
was really fascinating. I love that. So then usually a very very working day with a lot of calls with the team, because right now a lot of remote, and it is my role in Jet Octopus, like team mentoring, team development, and all these interactions. So a lot of calls with the team. I also still handle the demos for like the big customers, because I want to be tuned. I want
Yeah,
to feel the product. I want to feel our customer, and it is very essential to keep doing it yourself, even when you have the team dedicated to it, but to understand their pains, to understand what else we have to do, to understand the best way of making this demo, to feel. That's why
and you are
I.
the face of Jet Octopus, so.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I still make some demos for our customers. Then when I'm back at home, I'm very active mom. I have three kids.
Uh-huh.
We have a
Wow.
lot of. I love doing something with them. For example, right now it is a beautiful autumn, and my second baby. It is a. I have a daughter, and she loves doing something from these leaves, and we're
Oh,
making all these manual things, and I'm very positive spending time for that. I really like this time together, and this qualitative time
yeah,
together. You know?
yeah.
Right now, actually, I have another thing, like project, which takes my time. I've opened school for my older son.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and I'm like a director in the school, because
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. We have in Ukraine such a very good thing as alternative schools. where
Uh-huh.
like me just right now organize for my son. You are capable, you are able to organize the school in those ways like you think are appropriate from your point of view, but being legally registered with the exact school, another school, but on a remote status, there is such a
Uh-huh.
yes,
Interesting.
such a type of education like remote status, and you sign it with the school. You have online platform, you have like your classroom, all the tests you have to make on a
Mm-hmm.
regular basis, etc. And what the education process will be for your kid, it is your responsibility as a father
Oh.
or as a mother, and right now I've opened the school for my son where there are like two focuses. The main one focus is the good human attitude to kids, more modern atmosphere of a dialogue between a teacher and a pupil. And another thing, a high level of knowledge. I think that the school
Uh-huh.
give high knowledge, and all this thing that right now we have a very like culture that the kid goes to school half a day and then he goes for tutoring to another teachers to increase
Yes.
his math or to increase his English. And I
Uh-huh.
always say, and when he will go out and just have fun with his friends,
Yeah.
because it is childhood, he should play, he should have some
Yeah.
sport, he should get satisfaction from life.
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Exactly.
that's yes, absolutely. That's why the high knowledge should be given at school. And right now I'm happy that I've organized really really great thing, and I hope that one day it will be a big school, not just for one class, because
Uh-huh.
this time the war changed the plans. But
Mm-hmm.
the next year definitely there will be more.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. I don't think we have such a thing in Poland. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I like actually about Ukraine, and that a lot of people moved, and I hope that a lot of people will come back. And this is one of the things that I don't move to other European countries, because I do know they don't have such
Yeah,
alternative. They don't have such options, and I do like that we do have that.
yeah, this is brilliant, really.
Yeah.
So, another question: how do you like stay updated with SEO? With like, do you like? Is there a book or a resource you can recommend to others?
Uh,
Like,
of course, the usual way, like being updated, of course, to learn it yourself, the Google updates, not just from the sum ups by some other SEO influencers, but it is better to go to the main source and to dive deep and try to understand what is going on. And actually, if we speak about the how to enter the SEO, if you start thinking about that, we together with my partner, we started from the documentation by Google, like the first
yeah,
documentation which describes the exact algorithm, how it works, and
yeah,
how it usually works, for you to build the right mindset, because when a lot of SEO starts just with the semantics or keyword research,
mm-hmm.
and this is the right way to do, no problem, this is the very good thing to do, but you should not stop there because it is
Yeah,
not the end actually. And a lot of SEOs just really stop there, working on the semantics, working on semantics.
yeah,
That's why from my perspective, I think that it is very very useful to start from that first articles dedicated to the exact way how it works, to the exact algorithms, and how to get to be updated. I recommend to, I also like to read some influencers who share the valuable info, not just like, but for example, for me, like Corey Tugberg, it
yeah,
is a very It is my friend actually. uh,
Oh,
yeah, we are in a very good relationships with him, and it is not very understandable
he's
sometimes.
very geeky.
Yes, being frankly, he's geeky, and sometimes because we have a lot of not a lot, but we have several articles on our blog written by him, and sometimes it
Hmm.
took me several times, to read, to understand, to
Yeah,
Google for some terms. What does it mean?
yeah,
But this guy, he is absolutely unique, and he knows a lot of different things,
yeah,
which are not trendy, which are not popular, but they are really working. So these guys should be definitely learned deeply without any rush. So
yeah.
I like Corey. I also if we speak about the LinkedIn, I like the Louis Smith. There is such a guy from the UK. He's also sharing a very concrete concrete things that work out at his
Uh-huh.
case, and he's sharing it absolutely openly, with the concrete arguments why, not just but why, and
Why?
showing, yeah,
So
showing the
what?
exact, yes, so what, absolutely. I also like Liam Falem in LinkedIn. He's also very unique in the way how he is doing that, and he is such type of an SEO who is spending more for the real job, the real work,
Uh-huh.
which brings the results, rather than um, drawing beautiful charts, for the
Yeah,
post.
real work. Yeah. Okay,
So
so
yeah, the main answer here: find the SEO experts whom you trust, and who produce the content. This is the value. Who produce, not only reshare or retweet, who produce their own content. That's why I like you. I said that at the very
thanks.
beginning, because you are spending a lot of your time. You could not do that actually, because you know how to do that, and you know
Yeah,
how to give the
but I
result.
also learn a lot while doing that.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And I personally really respect the people who are producing the content based on their experiments and giving something to this SEO community. So just search for such people. I've mentioned some of them. Uh,
Yeah.
you can follow.
So, what do you think is the area of SEO that we should be focusing on more right now and we are not focusing enough? What do you think?
Very good question, actually. And I'm always here for the log files analysis. We are very working hard for the last like 3 years, educating the market why why you should do that, and
Hmm.
facing all these major barriers. Apart from, this is very techy, and I wouldn't understand that. I'm sure that it is not for me. Another barrier, that it is not secure, that personal data, etc. So in SEO log files analysis, you need only access logs. So we don't need any users data, and actually there is a very good way of full control. S3 bucket, you put it yourself, and we just automatically get that from there,
Oh,
and you get the full control on what data is there. And why we say that? Because when it is the e-commerce website, so not just, not just a blog, for example, but e-commerce website, so the website where you are making money online, and you have a lot of processes there. So it is usually the multiple pages website, like more than 10K, etc. And there is always a question with crawl budget. There is always
yeah.
a question of these resources of Google bot, which he is capable to spend for your website, and they are always limited. And you have to take control where these resources are spent, because sometimes it is like half of the crawl budget is spent on orphaned pages, like legendary pages, which are not anymore
Yeah.
relevant, out of stock products, and these pages one day they got indexed and you didn't close them from indexation, and he still visits it, but on the other hand, like, the commercial part is ignored. So you should visualize it for you and try to understand the Googlebot's behavior and to make friends, with Googlebot, just to understand what he loves, to understand what he needs, and just to give it to him. That's why,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I'm always for the log files analysis.
That's great. Okay, so now it's time to give a shout out. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
Yes, definitely Corey Tukberg. Not just because he's my friend, because he is really, if he posts something, there is
This is deep.
insane value there.
Yeah.
It is very deep, it is very long, it is pretty complicated really to understand, but I would rather spend a month on one article by Corey, really, rather than read 20 articles like on the surface, a lot of
Yeah.
materials really on the surface. They are saying the right things, but nothing special. But
Mm-hmm.
if Corey posts something, there will be a lot of special, really, a
Yeah.
lot of special things. And he's a true man. He never like, he would never do something for getting popular, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
He spends time for the right things, for the things that truly have the impact. And if you realize how to do it, you will definitely increase your SEO. No doubts there.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
of course, as I said, Olga is a very good source for education, for inspiration, really great guides, really great newsletters. As I said, Louis Smith is a very good guy. Liam Falem also, he is good. And of course, I didn't want to name the very, very popular names who definitely are followed by your
yeah.
readers. Yeah, that's why I just name a few whom I respect and I like content from them.
Yeah, we'll add them to the notes. So where can people find you if people want to follow you? What's the
Uh,
best place?
yeah, I'm very open in LinkedIn, like Julia Nesterets, the same as it is written here. In Twitter, it is like J Nesterets. In Facebook, but in Facebook, I don't write in English. That's why Twitter and LinkedIn are the best.
Uh-huh. Okay. 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 So thank you very much. I've learned a ton. And this has been a very, very nice conversation. I'm honored that you wanted to spend this hour with me.
Thank you, Olga. You are doing a very, very good things for the SEO community. I really respect such people who are not just taking but giving, because
And the
sharing.
same with you.
Yeah, thank you. So it is because sharing is caring. Sometimes somebody said that it is very good thing, and um, there are not so many people like Bill Slavsky, for example, or Hamlet Batista, who were doing a lot of things for the world, and
Mm-hmm.
they everything that they did, it will stay forever,
Yeah,
and it
exactly.
it will be the exact value for the whole community. That's why thank you for everything you are doing and in the way you are doing it, Olga.
Thank you. Thank you. So everyone, thanks, and we will see each other in a week's time in another interview. So thanks and bye bye.
Thank you, Olga. Have a good evening.
Thanks the same. Bye.
Bye bye.